Hey everyone, welcome to Sports and More. And today I'm talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr. He recently came out with a bunch of posts on social media. One that was a nonsensical post talking about, you know, because he's black, and then he brings up Jake LaMotta's name, and I don't know. It's real simple, man. I know a lot of folks, doesn't matter the race, of all races, that don't like watching Floyd Mayweather. And people only pay to see if he can get caught that one time. Because truly, I've only seen him face any adversity maybe twice in the ring. The one time when Mosley caught him. And that's about it, really. I think my opinion is that the Mexican dude that he fought a ways back in the first fight at least fought him to a draw. I forget the man's name. I apologize. But the whole thing with Floyd Mayweather Jr. is people don't like you, dude, because you cherry pick all your opponents. You wait until they're way past their prime. You wait until they're not a threat. Or you fight them when they're too early, like Canelo, when he knew he never been there and he's not a threat yet. But you weren't trying to get in, you're not trying to get in the ring now with Spence or, Crawford. No, you don't want none of that. Because you know that O would be gone. And that O would have been gone a long time ago. And look, I'm just going to tell it the way I see it. That O means nothing to me. I'd rather a guy have a few losses on his record and fought everyone in their prime and overcame adversity and got knocked down and got back up and won. Then Floyd, then your resume. Your resume's a puff piece, man. And yeah, you can say you're undefeated. That's fine. And if being undefeated means that much to you, that's great. I mean, look, I'm not gonna say that you don't work, because you're a hard worker, obviously. But the thing is, like, with all that skill, all that work, all that talent, why didn't you ever fight any of these dudes in their prime? Why? Like, I think it would have been a hell of a lot better of a career had you. And I get it. You got brittle hands or whatever. So maybe that's why you didn't. And look, man, the proof is in the pudding with you. You fought Juan Manuel Marquez, who never fought past light heavyweight in his life, as your first comeback fight at 154 pounds. He couldn't even make 154. I think he wound up getting to what? 152? Something like that. And he was forcing himself. you know. Uh, and then the first fight with Madonna. You didn't want him wearing his gloves. You know, they were approved by the commission, you know, and you knew that them gloves were for power punchers like Madonna. And you paid him, now it's up for debate how much you paid him, but it was either $1.5 million or $2 million. I believe those are the figures. To make sure he wore a different pair of gloves. A pair of gloves that a fighter with bad hands wears. And Madonna's got hands of steel, so it probably did affect him. But all I'm saying is, people don't pay off other people to wear different gloves and to do all this and that. And then Kenny Bayless is almost always reffing your fights. And if anyone tries to start doing some actual infighting, Bayless breaks them for no reason except to protect you. It's ridiculous. I mean, look, you can say what you want to say, Floyd, about whatever. You got that right. Just like I have the right to say that you're a boring fighter. That you took no chances in your career. Your career just, yeah, you made a lot of money, but I think you'll be broke before, you know, you're 50 or 60 years old, to be honest with you, because you spend it so crazy like. But that's not part of what I want to talk about. I'm talking about just the boxing. And I said Jake LaMotta. I meant Rocky Marciano, obviously. Look, man, if you're a more willing offensive fighter, like Sweet Pea, God rest his soul. If you're a more willing offensive fighter and you had a couple losses, you'd be loved by everybody. But you took this villain role. See, you took this. So don't blame this on no one but your own self, because you took the villain role. As soon as you left Bob Arum and Top Rank, you went from Pretty Boy to Money Mayweather. And as soon as you went to Money Mayweather, that's all you were about, was how much you were getting paid. You didn't care about legacy fights. You didn't care about any of that. You cared only about the money. And it's a shame, because, like I said, your talent is great and your work ethic's great. So it would have been real fun to see you fight a lot of these guys that you should have fought in their prime. But you just didn't do it. And now you make a mockery out of the damn sport, fighting Conor McGregor and going overseas and fighting some, I don't know, Chinese, Japanese, Asian dude who was just a young cat, but he was good at, I don't know, some different discipline. It wasn't boxing. But they paid you a lot of money to do it, so. And it didn't go on the boxing record, but the McGregor thing did. you're gonna look back, maybe not, but I look at it now as a complete travesty that Conor McGregor is on your resume as a boxer. I mean, it's ludicrous. I don't know, man. I just have a lot more respect for guys who fight the best and aren't looking to avoid them, which you have in your whole career. As a person, I think, like all of us, you have a lot of flaws. I do think that you could be doing a lot of things with your money to help certain areas, especially near your hometown, Grand Rapids, Michigan. I live in Muskegon, Michigan, man, and we got gang problems. We got a lot of problems, man. And if you'd open a boxing gym in Muskegon, Michigan, and maybe get some of these kids that would otherwise be standing on the corner or shooting up each other, over hair, over turf and nonsense. If you'd invest a little bit of money into a boxing gym and have a couple people to run the thing, I think it'd change a lot of kids' lives in my community. And I think we need a lot more of that. But I don't know, man. I know you do the turkey thing every Thanksgiving in Grand Rapids, which is great. But to me, that's just a photo op. I mean, if you really want to give back, if you're really, done with, if you're retired, then open up a gym, man. And, you got security with you all the time, so that ain't no big deal. But open up a gym in Muskegon Heights, and come in once in a while and show the kids that there's something more to life than what they're doing right now. And that, my friend, mean more than your entire boxing legacy to me personally, and to a lot of people. But yeah, as far as why people don't like you, it's easy, because you made yourself the bad guy. You made yourself the villain. You said, in your actions, you said, I'm not gonna take risk. I'm gonna shoulder roll. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna make sure I don't get hit. I'm gonna pop them a couple times while it's safe. And you're good at that, but I don't know. I think that it would have been a much more exciting and interesting career to see you in your prime versus the other guys in their primes. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, you cherry pick, you pay off people, and that's the way it is. And that's why a lot of folks want to see you lose and don't necessarily like your style. It's not that they don't like you as a man. You might get some stuff on social media from some racist folks, they're ignorant. I'm sorry. I'm sorry they exist, you know. I'm sorry that crap exists. It shouldn't. And if you do get that stuff, you know, all I can say is screw them. They're probably, you know, they're not worth your time. Anyways, that's my thought on your career, Mr. Mayweather Jr. And hopefully, maybe, you'll get a chance to watch. Hey, and for everyone who did watch, I want to know what your take on Floyd Mayweather's career is. And be specific. Be honest and be real. That's all I ask. Drop it in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Till next time, you guys take it easy. Peace.